Well, Offended Outcast is talking about society. What he doesn't understand, I'm looking at him and I believe that he's living in a different world. In other words, let me turn this down. I'm trying to do this and I'm like I said, I'm having a hard time vlogging because I can't eat any food. He said it used to be simple. Let me explain some things. The way it was with my grandfather Henry and grandmother Oni is not the way it is 2026. I do believe that the offended outcast is living in the past. He's not living in 2026. He's not living in the fact of understanding that there are changes now. That life is not simple anymore. And it's not. And that, old people now are forgotten, and they are. And that's an okay thing because that's just the way it is. I like Offended Outcast. He seems like a really nice guy. But you've got to understand that he needs to start to live in 2026. Offended Outcast is living in 1950. Times aren't the way it used to be. Times aren't simple anymore, And I feel for the man. I really do. I feel for him deeply because I know he's gone through a lot. Losing your wife is a terrible thing. Having to have his parents with cancer and having to take care of them shows the type of character and man that he is. But in our society today, in 2026, things are changing. We're looking into Iran, trying to deal with it. And I'm looking at a man that is lost in society. Offended Outcast is just lost. He's getting a lot of people to fall in love with him. He's gotten 1.6 thousand people liking this. But I'm a small fry on YouTube. Nobody cares about me except my 87 subscribers. But I'm looking at this man and he's living in the past. He needs to live in the future. It's time to wake up, Offended Outcast, and start seeing the world as it really is. It's not your rosy place it used to be, nor will it ever be. And, for me, I'm living in a place right now that I don't know what's going to happen if they mess around with Social Security. I like this guy. Don't get me wrong. I like Offended Outcast's channel. I like him a lot. I really do. But he needs to start living in 2026 and forget about what has been in the past or what it used to be. It's not anymore, Outlanded Outcast. And you're dragging people in that basically are into your little set philosophy of nonsense. Because I live in the now. I live in 2026. And I see what's going on. Peace.